everybody. Today is December 24th, 2013, Christmas Eve. So before I get going here, it's Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas the following day, and hopefully a very good New Year. As you can see, we've had some snow fall down, so we've had some snow, and of course it has rained a bit since then, and then now we've had nice cool temperatures, so it's cooled off. There's been a crust on top. So I thought I'd take the bike and take a quick cruise down through the golf course and head out check out the trails on the other side of the golf course and see what shape the roads were in. It was a nice, comfortable day. It was cloudy, as you can see, but there was temperature was about -1. It got cooler as the day went on, but that was it. Anyways, it was a beautiful, nice day to have a run. So I figured I'd go for a couple hours and just check out things and see how things were clicking on. I was hoping the trails were in really good shape after the bit of snow we had, and since it had time to compact down and cool down and get and freeze, and I wouldn't have to worry about having to break any trails or having any hard time going. So here's the approaches to the golf course, which is not very far away from where I live, and I usually go through a back trail in order to get onto the golf course, and once you get on the golf course, the golf cart trails, and we have a designated trail that we can use then to access the woods roads are on the far side. So we only do this during the winter time when the golf course is closed, but it's a nice treat. You don't have to trailer the bike anywhere and all that good stuff. So yeah, decided to give myself a little run. Went for just a couple hours, but I still managed to put 40 kilometers on the bike and got to check out some stuff. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy, and we'll get on going. So yeah, just leave the gates and can't go through the gate. I'm going down to another little spot here where I can access the golf course. And from there on, we keep on trucking. So after my first failed attempt, in order to get through the gate, come down the end of the road here, and there's a little trail that cuts through the woods here that jumps onto the road to the golf course again on the other side of the gate. But of course the plow had plowed up some snow, so all I had to do was beat it down. It was very easy to break it down. It wasn't like it was frozen solid, so it works out good, and made a spot wide enough. And of course, once I got that done, it was back to riding on the trails. So, as you can see, made it onto the golf course road here again. It's the same road that we were back on earlier, but the gate, unfortunately, where they had the gate across it. Not much here to see. You get the parking lot here, and what little bit they have here for a clubhouse. So I'm just going to start going through the trails here. Most of them are golf cart. We got a little set route on the golf cart paths here to. In order to get through the golf course here and get to the woods roads that are on the other side, which is it's a nice convenient method in order to go ATV in, so you don't have to trailer or anything like that. But you go down, we'll go across a nice little bridge, we'll go across a nice little river, and you'll see better shots of it as I get back. I'll get a little closer to it and take a few pictures of that, or a bit of video of the water running through. But it's a beautiful spot down here, even just on the golf course alone. And But get going in the trails, of course, and explore some of the side roads and see how the conditions are. After having about 20 centimeters of snow, but it compacted and rained, froze. So I was hoping that everything had a good crust on it, and that it wouldn't be too much to travel on. So, but, see how the going's good. Gets going, and we'll have have a few spots around 4x4. But the worst part is the people got in here earlier and it made a lot of ruts, and it was a little bit uncomfortable for driving. But for the most part, it was pretty good. This is pretty well the end of the golf cart path. From here we go in through the woods and just a little dip, and next thing you know we're on the woods roads and access then, and then from there, I say this woods road we can pretty well go access anywhere we want to go. Pretty fortunate with that. A few trails been cut through from woods roads to access other woods roads, but right from this point on, I can if I travel this road all the time, I can go pretty well anywhere I want, right up through to Enfield or up to Rawdon or anything like that. It's a long run, you need lots of gas, but I'm looking at about 15 kilometers by the time you said and done before I'm on the trails that you would have seen this summer on my rides and all that stuff. this is one of the big intersections here. From here you can go towards Sandy Lake, or one goes up towards Kings Road, towards it's the wildlife or DNR road. It takes you back to it's a forestry road. It takes you back to over to Kings Road, over towards Grand Lake. Also, there's a road that goes to Waverley. And particularly, this road now it's plowed, but this is the road that comes in from the main road that takes you to the Cub Camp, which was on the left-hand side there. So it's operated year-round. So I decided to take a cruise out the trail and see out the road, see how the road's plowed, what shape the bridges were in, and maybe see some wildlife. But unfortunately, there was none. So I get up to the gate and I just turn around. I got a key to go through the gate, but I just not much point going through. I just want to backtrack anyway. So just took my time and cruised along. It was pretty good traveling, and said they had the road plowed. So and they usually keep it plowed because the camp is open year-round. It's used year-round by the Girl Guides and Boy Scouts and other organizations that do that type of stuff. So get back to the intersection there, and then we'll start going back towards what they call Sandy Lake. We'll head back towards the Sandy Lake Road. So where you can see the road stops being plowed on the right hand side, that's the gate there to the Cub Camp I was talking about. And from here on that's private, so like I say, you can't get access unless you have access through the proper key and all that good stuff, which I don't have. So just kept on trucking. We're get up to the intersection here again. I'll hang a left and start heading towards Sandy Lake here now after I do a quick look over the bike. Just make sure I always do that after so much running, just see if there's anything dripping down or anything that looks out of the ordinary. But no, just keep on trucking, and we'll do a few side trails, and eventually we're going to stop for a cup of tea and all that good stuff. So this here is a gravel pit the boys use to keep the road up to date. It's mostly shale, but the boys come here for a bit and fool around too and all that fun stuff. But you notice that the trees on the side of the trail here, I don't know if I get a good shot of it here, but there's a lot of ice on the trees. We had a lot of freezing rain. Most of it tried to melt off, but it's further north you go, further in the woods you go. It seemed like the temperature never got up as warm as it did out at the house, so you see a lot of ice on the trees. And when you're going through some of these trails, the ice hits you, and well, you probably seen there was a spot on the camera that I didn't realize I had. That there was, so you see how the ice is kind of weighing on the trees now. We didn't get as bad as up in Ontario or up in New Brunswick, but so just keep an eye out there. You never know when a piece of a tree might fall down on top of you when you're going through some of these trails. So, but yeah, we looked pretty though. It was nice to see, and very photographic. I didn't stop taking too many pictures, and I didn't include any, but that's all part of it. Just keep on trucking along here. We're on the road now towards Sandy Lake, and keep going. We'll go around the north end of Sandy Lake and work our way back down towards the Sandy Lake Road here, and all that good stuff. So as we're scooting along the trail here, we're on the north side of Sandy Lake now. Lake is off to the left here as we're going along. I'm going to pop in what's called Sandy Lake Road. I'm just going to take a quick cruise up the side road here and see if my buddy's home. If he's not, then I'm going to continue on my trail. Of course, I get up there and he's not at home, so I continue on my little cruise for the rest of the day. If I stop and see how he's making it, but a lot of these woods roads are start off as residential roads and people living on them. So it's, you see the power poles coming back through here and all that stuff. But the plow doesn't come all the way back here. These are all privately plowed and all that fun stuff. But eventually I get onto the main thoroughfare, the main road here, and like I said, once I get up there, I look and see if the buddy's at home. Of course he's not. So turn around and keep on heading back. And, I'll stop in a few minutes and I'll show you where the 5K trail is, which is one of these cross trails that allow you to hook up to the other part of the network of trails that woods roads that you can cruise on. coming back down the end of Sandy Lake Road now, heading back further into the woods, and coming up here on your left, I'm going to stop. But on your left here, and I'm going to look into it, this is what they call the 5K trail. This is a trail that's cut through the woods. It goes for 5 kilometers, of course, and it takes you up to the end of the other woods roads and all that good stuff. And it's a joint venture between the local snowmobile association clubs and the ATV club. Both crowds maintain it and all that fun stuff. So as I get further down, I didn't want to show the repeat of all the roads, and so I'm just start exploring some side trails now for some giggles. So just took a quick run over here, seeing a few tracks. Unfortunately, it stops at private property, so I didn't want to trespass. So you can see where everybody else is going, but I'm not one of those people to do that. So I take a little cruise up and just start to explore some side trails. Once I finish the side trails, I head back down to the pit where it's time for a snack and a nice cup of tea and all that good stuff. So that's it. Just cruising around and enjoying the snow, and this actually had a half decent crust on it, so it was actually pretty good going. Didn't have to do too much on this one. There's a few other spots here were pretty terrible, but no, it was pretty good. So, good way to kill the day.